There's a common saying in Australia, potentially of Aboriginal origins, which is when life gives you lemons, use them to make lemonade. But what do you do if you've got no reasonable surfaces on which to display said lemons? No convenient spot where you can make the lemons a beautiful centerpiece for your household, creating a flagrant lemony atmosphere for your welcome guests to admire. That's where an affordable and elegant coffee table comes into the mix. A coffee table is an all-in-one solution for beautifying your home while providing practical lemon display capacities. But trying to figure out whether to build or buy a coffee table and where to start can be extremely intimidating. How does one know what to do? Well, one unexpected source of guidance is popular TV shows and movies. Unbeknown to most, popular shows and movies contain a wealth of free DIY advice, just waiting to be picked up on. Knowing of my love for DIY, a friend recommended the 2022 Spanish language film, The Coffee Table. The Coffee Table is the fascinating story of one man's mission to beautify his home with a stunning coffee table to serve as a wonderful centerpiece for his living room. The film opens incredibly strongly with a great focus on finding a wonderful coffee table, told through a dialogue with a clearly passionate salesman who lives and breathes coffee tables and is not afraid to share his thoughts. The viewer is provided with very useful information about coffee tables, and it would pay to pay attention during this conversation. After hoping he's done his due diligence, the man heads home with his new coffee table, wife and new baby in tow. The next sequence highlights the importance of having an adequate means of transporting your coffee table and getting it into your place of living. Very informative. The height and the climax of the film comes very early on, in a very relatable sequence where the man struggles with the instructions and unfortunately discovers he's missing a vital screw. This highlights the importance of making sure that all of the materials are present when you buy your products. All of us can relate to trying to figure out instructions in this manner, and there could be nothing more human and grounded than struggling with a bunch of confusing diagrams. Certainly the most exciting part of the film. Unfortunately from here, due to some strange creative decisions, the film loses its focus on what should be of primary importance here, the coffee table itself, and gets bogged down and far too involved in non-coffee table related matters. Besides this loss of focus, there is one wonderful moment in which the apologetic salesman comes to his home with the missing screw, and they're able to relate over their shared interest in DIY and coffee tables, and a potential friendship is born. However, the distracted focus of the film means that this relationship is never fully fleshed out, and we're left to wonder what this relationship might have turned out. So it's hard to recommend the coffee table based on how much it goes off topic, but it's certainly a fine indicator of how you can use popular movies to find inspiration. Another personal recommendation is the film Saw, which highlights just how ambitious and creative your DIY projects can become. But do not bother with the movie Hacksaw Ridge. It's incredibly misleading. There's simply no hacksaws in the film.